Good afternoon. I am City Councilman James Michael Bowers, and I would like to welcome you to the 13th Annual Streets Alive Festival right here in the University Place neighborhood.
We made Streets Alive a family, wheelchair, and pet-friendly event to encourage people of all ages and abilities to get out and get moving and have a good time while they're doing it.
To see that the streets actually are alive. They're alive with wonderful food and music and information about how to be healthy, how to do fun things with your family. This is a place where our neighbors can connect, where people from all over the city can come see all that Northeast Lincoln has to offer. Lincoln is an amazing city. We're working together to make it healthier and safer every day. Walk the streets, enjoy this amazing afternoon, and thank you again to all of the event organizers and volunteers who are helping to make the streets come alive this year for the 13th year in a row.
Hi, I'm Michelle Welch, and we're here at Streets Alive, which is a community event that highlights all kinds of different community partners that do healthy related resources within Lincoln. We're going to go around and talk to some of our friends that are doing great things for families and let you know a little bit more about what resources are available in Lincoln. This is all put together through Partnership for a Healthy Lincoln. So we're here today with Great Plains Trail Network. Tell me what you guys are up to today.
Yeah, we're just a local organization that helps support and fundraise for trails, which are just a wonderful resource for Lincoln. We have over like 134 miles in the city that anybody can enjoy, biking, walking, running, rollerblading, you name it.
Why do you think trails are important for kids in this community?
Yeah, one of the things I think is it really offers a way for folks to have basically free, accessible recreation. So you can bike on it, all ages. It's a family activity you can do together, as well as folks that commute to work or need to go get groceries. It's a great way to do it as a fun family activity and use them with all the ways you can.
That's great. Tell me, if people want to kind of learn a little bit more about the trail system, where's a good place for them to go?
Yeah, so probably one way is to just go to our website, which is really easy, gptn.org, and you can get trail maps there and find out all about the trails. But also the Parks and Recs department, as well as bike stores, have a trails map that's freely available, nice large size. You can pick one up, and it can help navigate all the trails in Lincoln.
So if you're electronic, you can do it that way or on the fly.
Yep,
but if you like to plot out your plan, you can get a hard copy and do it that way too.
Yep.
That's perfect. Hey, thanks for everything that Great Plains Trail Network does for Lincoln. We're so fortunate to have such amazing trail systems.
We are. We got great city support for it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tell me about your organization and what you guys are doing today with kids.
We're here from Hometown Favors Barbershop.
Okay.
We're just here giving free haircuts back to the community, you know. 'Cause as we say, we're more than a shop, so we always give back, try to give back as much as we can.
Awesome.
You know what I mean?
Tell us a little bit about how many kiddos do you think you'll get haircuts for today?
Honestly, it kind of varies. Last year we did a ton of them. We've done events where we've done 50 to 70 haircuts, some where we do 10 to 15. So we just kind of set amount of hours we're going to give, and however many can show up, we just do for them.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So are you going to do any extreme makeovers today, do you think, or pretty much the basics?
We always make them look good.
All right, that's what they want to hear.
Exactly. If they walk away with a smile, we did our job.
You bet. Well, you know, good haircuts, big confidence.
Yes,
so,
ma'am.
you know, being able to give kids some nice haircuts is really a huge piece of getting the school year started right and having them feel good about themselves.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. It makes them feel good, and just gives them that confidence to wake up and want to go to school and finish their day and everything else. So we appreciate what we can do. So
I understand you guys are also doing a little bit of a health-related promotion through your shop as you're working with people.
Oh yes, you know, we're just trying to promote, like, it's still COVID prevention and high blood pressure and other things. We have blood pressure machines and temperature checks at our shop. So,
That's
you know,
very cool.
just to make sure people stay on top of their health, because, you know, they get busy with life sometimes and tend to forget that your health is most important. Yeah, that's why we push for a check for high blood pressure, because usually people of color don't usually check on stuff like that. Yeah. So, you know.
The barbershop's where they want to be.
Yes,
and so
ma'am.
if you can sneak in a blood pressure and help them learn about their health, all the better, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How could people learn more about your shop?
you can easily find us on Facebook, Hometown Favors Hair Care. We also are under individually under our names. Our address, 1433 South Street. Sure, stop in and see us. But again, if you just want to come in and even conversate, we're more than just a shop.
It's the home of your community, right? Barbershops are where it lives. So.
You know it.
All right. Thanks for everything you guys are doing today. Make everyone look awesome.
Thank you.
All right. We're here talking to the YWCA. Tell us a little bit about your organization.
Yeah, the YWCA Lincoln works to eliminate racism and empower women. We do that through advocacy and programming and local programs.
Awesome. Tell folks, how can they learn more about your organization? Is there a website, or what's the best way to find out about you?
Yeah, we do have a website. It is www.ywcalincoln.org.
Okay. And what fun things are you doing today?
Today we have a recipe card where we're passing out that's healthy. It's low calorie, low carb. It's great for meal prepping. We have a game, ladder ball we're playing, and we have some cuties to pass out.
Okay. And what's your favorite thing about what you do?
Working with families. Absolutely love working with families.
Very cool.
Yeah,
thank you. Thanks for what you do for our community.
Thank you.
We're here at the Hy-Vee booth today. Tell us a little bit about what you're giving families and what you guys are doing.
Well, we're so happy to be here today. We have partnered with Old El Paso to do a Healthy You tour. So in our bags, we have just a meal kit to start families off for taco night. So we have tortillas and just the taco seasoning and the beans. And then families just have to go home and add the beef or the chicken and some veggies, and they have taco night. So pretty simple. It's part of September is also Family Meals Month. So at Hy-Vee, we promote eating at least twice a week together as a family. It can be breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So just kind of whatever fits you.
What do you like about what you do?
I just like it that no day is the same and that I get to impact the family's health. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks for what you do.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so we're here talking about school community improvement. Yes. Tell us a little bit about what you guys do.
Yeah, so school community intervention and prevention, we work with our schools to help support student mental and behavioral health. We do a lot of mental health awareness, substance use prevention education, and really help to connect kids to those important mental behavioral health services so that they can be successful and feel good about themselves and what's going on in their world.
Cool. How long have you been doing this?
I have been doing this for 8 years, but Skip has been around since 1983.
Wow, that's a long time. That's back when hair was big.
Yeah, right.
What do you love about what you do?
Interacting with people. I love getting in the classroom and working with kids and just hearing like all of their input and what they think about mental health, and it's just really fun to see kids grow and experience life and watch them learn how to express their thoughts, feelings, emotions, and talk about mental health in a way we didn't used to be able to do.
Sure, so how can people learn more about your organization?
They can go to www.skip.com. It's SCIP. We have all sorts of great information on our website. They can follow us on Facebook under School Community Intervention and Prevention as well to learn more.
Perfect, and I noticed you have a lot of great little materials for people to potentially pick up too.
Yes, lots of great handouts, resources. We have those in our offices as well and try to get them out to our schools as well.
Every parent that's figuring out mental health with their kids needs those resources.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely, just for general mental well-being.
Absolutely, you bet. Thanks for what you do.
Thank you.
We're here talking with folks from Tobacco-Free Lancaster County. Tell people about what you guys are up to these days.
Yeah, so we go out in the community at fun outreach events like Streets Alive, and we do educational information to all of the fun, the attendees that come out, and we do fun games and do provide education to everyone that comes out about not using tobacco and quitting tobacco if they do use.
Awesome. So if people are, not at the event today, but they want to learn more, where do they go to?
Sure, they can visit tobaccofreelancastercounty.org. That's our website, and we have a ton of information on there and resources that you can use.
Awesome. And so they can learn resources to stop if they want to stop, and they can kind of help themselves know more about not ever getting into that.
Yeah, and so for adults, we have they can contact the Nebraska Tobacco Quit line, which is 1-800-QUIT-NOW, or for youth, we have a text line, which is 88709. They can text Ghost Vape to 88709, and that will give them a whole cessation resource just for them.
Perfect. So we're here talking with Brian today a little bit about Safe Kids. Tell them a little bit about what you do.
We want to make sure that families have all the information and services and equipment they need to keep their kids as safe as possible in every situation that life would bring. So whether they're in a car, on a bike, in the playground, at home, wherever they're at, we want to make sure kids are as safe as possible.
Great. So what kind of a demo are you showing today here at Streets Alive?
Today we have the Eggmobile, which shows kids and parents, grandparents, how important it is to always buckle up. Every time they get into a vehicle, the first thing they should do is to always buckle up. And this graphically illustrates what could happen, or what does happen when they wear their seatbelt, and what could happen if they're not buckled up.
Okay, so let's show me what you're doing with it. You make me an omelet here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll do that. We'll do that right away.
All right.
Okay. So we're going to put this egg in here, pretend it's a person, and we're going to buckle this egg up into the car. So it's all nice and safe.
He's in his seat belt and he's got his
or his car seat.
A car seat,
Yep.
yeah, okay.
And so it's all nice and safe. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to go down this road and we're going to have a crash.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, yeah, we had a crash. But the great thing is, it was all buckled up, nice and safe. As safe as we can be in our cars with our seatbelts on or in our car seats. So there's no injuries. No cracks.
He looks good.
Yep. This time,
he had an excellent trip.
Oh, well, very good, Michelle.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to go back down the same road.
Okay,
with
he's
the same car.
he's freewheeling like he's back in the 80s when we didn't wear seatbelts.
We're going to see what happens.
Okay.
No. Well, that's the difference a seatbelt could make.
Okay.
Right there.
So if people want to learn more about how to keep their kids and families safe, where can they go to?
They can go to safekidslincoln.org. Or they can call the health department at 402-441-8045.
Well, thanks for all you've done for many, many years with the health department, keeping kids safe in lots of different formats.
Oh, it's my privilege. I really have enjoyed it. So I just want to make sure kids are as safe as possible. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks for all you do.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Michelle.
So I'm here talking to Sheila from Take 5. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Take 5 is a program that I developed for social emotional skills to help calm behavior issues. You can move your body, you can take some deep breaths. We have a lot of different ways to help with anxiety and help kind of change your mind. So one of them is swinging your arms, this happy elephant, which really seems to be a good one to get kids to move that frustration out through their body so that then they can actually listen to some character skills and things like that. Just recognizing the signs that their body sends them when they're starting to escalate. So mostly I train teachers and social workers and counselors, parents, anybody working with kids, so that they have those tools to help calm and soothe.
Awesome. Where can people go if they want to rather see your videos or learn more about your organization and what you do?
Yeah, we have a website, take5program.com, and there's some video links there and different ways to get certified if you want to. And so the next certification is November 7th, and it's just 2.5 hours, and a lot of times I can provide CEUs for teachers and things. So, yeah.
What do you like the best about what you do?
Oh my gosh. Well, you can tell I'm very passionate about it. So, it's helped me in so many different ways that if I can get the tools out there and try to help and make a difference, that's our future. So I think it's really important.
So I'm here talking with Brian from the Lincoln Track Club. Brian, tell me about, it sounds like you've got some new activities going on.
Yeah, so Lincoln Track Club is one of the community events or community organizations that organizes a lot of the road races, like Lincoln Marathon, Lincoln Mile, pretty much the big road racing events you see in the city. And we are starting a new event this year called the Woods Park Running Festival, which will be a Friday evening in October. So we're not going to ruin game day for anybody or anything like that, where there's a kids 1 mile, a competitive 5K, and then a community 5K run and walk.
Oh, nice.
And information can be found on Get Me Registered.
Okay.
And search for Woods Park.
Tell me how you feel about what you do with this organization and in general in helping kids get healthier.
I would say the Lincoln Track Club, the big thing we try and do is just get people out and being active. The name implies being on the track, but it's road running, it's road walking, it's just getting people out and trying to just get fit, be healthy, and live a healthy lifestyle. And we think one of the best ways to do that is through, running races. But most people who do the races they're competitive in their own way, but you don't have to be competitive to do our event. Anybody who just wants to be part of something, the social group is great there. There are people who can mentor new runners or walkers. And we're kind of like that's our big promotion, is getting people out and healthy and using events to do that.
Well, I've always loved the 1 miles because I see a lot of kids that are running those that probably otherwise would never run, and parents running it with them, which is really fun.
Yeah, and that's a big thing we promote, is the family part of it. So the Kids Grand Prix is a series of races we do directed exclusively at kids. I think it's 12 and under. So mostly grade school kids. You get to middle school, it's a little different. But, the Mayor's Run obviously is a huge one of that. And so, anything we can do to get people, families, whomever, out and about and moving, it's kind of what we're a part of. Yeah.
Well, it's nice to get kids exposed, really, other than the pumpkin run of past.
Yeah.
That really was the only place where kids really did a cross-country type of event. So nice to see more chances.
Lincoln Track Club has a holiday run out at Pioneers Park, the traditional cross-country course in Lincoln. So we're just trying to bring something kind of the middle of the city here to give a little different flavor, a little different access.
Nice,
So, yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, because for some families, it's a big deal to have to try and get to the edges of town.
It can be, and so we're going to see how it goes for year one, and hopefully grow it. And this is doing Streets Alive as part of that little process here. So
Very fun.
Yeah.
So, well, thanks for doing all you do for kids.
Appreciate it.
You bet. Okay, I'm here talking with Dan from Lincoln Transportation Utilities. Tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing here with stoplights.
So we are here today to demonstrate. We have a traffic safety table set up, as well as our example pedestrian hybrid beacon, of which the first installation is going up at North 48th Street at Huntington.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice. So tell us more about that.
So pedestrian hybrid beacon is a new type of traffic signal to Lincoln. It's been installed at many locations throughout the United States, but it's a different type of pedestrian signal for drivers.
Okay. So what does it tell them that's different?
So the pedestrian hybrid beacon goes through a very similar progression that a regular traffic signal does. It goes to yellow and red when it's activated by a pedestrian.
Oh, nice.
And then it goes on to a walk sign to cross the street. The difference in operation, and there's two differences in operation. Usually it sits dark and drivers proceed through it as normal as they're driving down the street. And then after the solid red indication, the reds will alternate flash. During that time, if the crosswalk is clear, vehicles can come to a stop and then proceed through the signal.
Wow, interesting.
Now, if the crosswalk's still occupied by a pedestrian, they're still required by law to stop and wait for that pedestrian to cross.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Well, and up in this part of town, it's nice to be able to see that kind of technology starting to come our way.
Yep, and the first installation again will be at North 48th at Huntington Street, and will be associated with the North 48th Street project.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for what you guys are doing. Tell me, where can people learn more about these new versions of light opportunities?
So we have a fairly extensive website at traffic.lincoln.ne.gov, as well as a QR code that takes you directly to the pedestrian hybrid beacon webpage.
Oh, interesting.
For instruction.
Cool. Well, it sounds like we've got more ways to keep families safe coming our way.
That's the plan.
We're here talking to Legal Aid and finding out a little bit about what you do. Tell people a little bit what Legal Aid is and what you guys do.
Yeah, Legal Aid of Nebraska is a nonprofit that gives free civil legal services to low-income Nebraskans across all 93 counties. You have a right to representation when it's a criminal case, but that's not something you get when it's a civil case. And so we're there to help when people need assistance through the legal system.
Awesome. How do people learn more about what services you have and access to you guys, what's going on for you guys?
Yeah, so you can follow us on social media, which you could find at legalaidofnebraska.org, and just follow along with us there. Sign up for our newsletter. We're always, trying to do more to help people, and so you can follow along and see how you can help with us.
Perfect. I'm here with Dr. Bob Browner of Partnership for Healthy Lincoln. Tell us a little bit about the event this year.
Well, looks like it's really well attended. We had great weather, which is awesome. As far as why we have the event, well, we usually put it in a neighborhood where we think it's needed. Usually it tends up, we work on health disparities. So we look at neighborhoods where there might have lack of physical activity, people need to learn about nutrition. So we have an event where people learn about nutrition and get physically active and hopefully have fun. It's usually a nice community event where we have people who work in the neighborhood try to help plan the event. We try to make something in the neighborhood better, so we're going to raise money and try to help with the planning. There's going to be a new physical activity area over here for the park to make it a nicer place to be. So
each year when you guys do these events, you do them for 2 years in the same place, and then you do a special community event. So just expand a little on that.
Well, usually we ask the neighborhood what they think should be done there. So, for example, in Belmont, they used to have this sort of a shelter classroom-ish thing that they had to tear down. They said, we really want that back again. So we raised money to make that happen. When we were near Park Middle School, there was a underpass underneath the railroad tracks that really had fallen disrepair. It's kind of yucky, and this is where kids need to go to school. So we fundraised it and got it repainted, did some landscaping, make it look nice, a lot nicer place to be. So we try to leave something in the neighborhood after we're gone. So when we pick a new neighborhood, we say, okay, what could we do in this neighborhood to make it better?
Right, and this year you guys partnered with the Lux event too, so talk a little bit about that.
Well, that worked really well because I think that helped add some synergy. The people at our event go to there, people at their event come here, and having it sort of anchor the other side was really nice.
It seemed like we had a lot of people throughout the whole course today. If people want to learn more about Partnership for Healthy Lincoln and what you do, where should they go?
The easiest place is healthylincoln.org for the website. There's also a Facebook page, depending on what you would like to look at. We have a newsletter that comes out usually every week or two, just kind of things that are going on, what other people are doing in Lincoln.
You bet. Lots of partners making good things happen in this town.
Yeah, I mean, Lincoln's got a good critical mass of people. Part of what our do is to get them all to work together and coordinate, and a lot of them are here today. So
great stuff. Thanks so much for all you do, Bob.
All right, welcome.
Well, I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about Streets Alive and everything that goes on here. If you missed us this year, catch us next year, or between now and then, go to Partnership for Healthy Lincoln's website, which is healthylincoln.org, and find out all kinds of things about what people are doing to help make our community just a little bit healthier. Thanks so much for joining in.